Beneath that iconic red wrapper, beyond the satisfying snap and melt-in-your-mouth goodness, lies a world of craftsmanship and engineering that most people never see. KitKat isn't just a chocolate bar, it's a marvel of precision, passion, and tradition that has captured hearts for generations. But have you ever stopped to wonder what really goes into making a KitKat? What mysterious hands and machines mold this crunchy, creamy treat by the millions every single day? From the tropical cocoa fields of West Africa to the high-tech factory floors where over 8 million bars are produced daily, the story behind KitKat is as rich and layered as the chocolate itself. Let's pull back the curtain and dive into the fascinating world behind one of the world's most beloved snacks. A journey that's as sweet as it is surprising. It all begins thousands of miles away from the factory floor, in the sun-drenched cocoa plantations of West Africa. Here, amidst the dense green canopies and humid air, the life of a KitKat starts its journey inside the humble cocoa pod. July marks the peak of the cocoa harvest season. Farmers rise early and move through the fields with practiced hands, carefully selecting only the ripest, sun-kissed pods. Each pod is sliced open to reveal the gleaming cocoa beans inside, moist, plump, and packed with potential. These beans, still nestled in their sticky pulp, are gathered with care and respect, a ritual passed down through generations. Once collected, the beans are laid out on large mats and left to dry under the blazing tropical sun. For 8 long days, the heat draws out their moisture, hardening the shells and sealing in the aromatic oils that will eventually bloom into rich chocolate flavor. Once dried, the beans face a rigorous round of quality checks before they even reach the factory. Each shipment is examined to ensure the moisture content is perfect. Too much, and mold could ruin the batch. Next, the beans are graded for size and texture. Undersized or underdeveloped beans are immediately culled, their journey ending before it begins. Finally, experienced quality controllers conduct a scent test, inhaling the earthy, chocolatey aroma to ensure only the finest beans are selected. Only then do these beans begin the long voyage toward transformation. Arriving at a Nestlé factory, one of the largest chocolate production facilities in the world, the beans are emptied into towering conveyor systems. Their first destination, the cleaning station. Inside a large rotating drum, the beans tumble and rub against each other, shedding their fragile outer shells. Simultaneously, powerful air jets blow away dust and debris, leaving behind clean, pristine cocoa beans. But they're not quite ready yet. Next comes the roasting phase, an essential, tightly controlled part of the process where the real magic begins. The beans are fed into large industrial roasters, where temperature and timing are meticulously adjusted. Like coffee, roasting cocoa is an art and science. Even a slight variation can drastically change the final flavor profile of the chocolate. As the beans roast, they release a tantalizing aroma, rich, earthy scent that hints at the deliciousness to come. Once roasted to perfection, the beans head to the grinder, where they're crushed into a thick, aromatic paste. This paste is then pressed in a hydraulic system to separate the cocoa butter from the solids. What's left behind are dense, dark cocoa cakes, each weighing around 7 kilograms and filled with intense flavor. These cakes are then ground down further into a fine cocoa powder, the base ingredient that gives KitKat its signature chocolatey character. But raw cocoa alone doesn't make KitKat so addictive. The fine cocoa powder is blended with sugar, milk powder, and a carefully guarded mix of secret ingredients that make up Nestlé's proprietary recipe. This mixture is churned inside massive mixers until it becomes a thick, velvety chocolate mass. From there, the chocolate enters the conking phase, a refining process, where it's stirred and aerated continuously. This step smooths out the texture by grinding the chocolate to microscopic particles, making it feel luxuriously creamy as it melts in your mouth. Finally, the chocolate is tempered. Its temperature is raised and lowered in a precise rhythm, ensuring the finished product has that glossy sheen and perfect snap without forming unpleasant crystals. Only then is the chocolate ready to coat the crispy heart of the KitKat dot. And what a heart it is! If the chocolate is the soul of the KitKat, then the wafer is its spirit, the crunch that brings contrast, balance, and joy in every bite. Making the wafer is no simple task. It begins with simple ingredients: wheat flour, purified water, sugar, vegetable fat, and salt. These are combined with a special leavening agent that gives the wafer its airy, delicate structure. Mixed in industrial-scale blenders, the ingredients transform into a smooth, creamy batter. This batter is piped into rectangular baking molds via ultra-precise nozzles that ensure uniformity in every layer. The molds are then subjected to intense heat, between 350 to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, baking the wafer to golden crispness in just 30 seconds. After baking, the wafers are sent to a cooling zone, where soft streams of air gradually lower their temperature to preserve their structure. Once cooled, it's time to apply the special inner chocolate filling. Unlike the outer chocolate coating, this layer is made with a blend of chocolate and crushed effective KitKat bars. Yes, you read that right. Rather than waste imperfect bars, they're ground into a fine powder and reused to create the creamy filling that binds the wafer layers. This filling is slightly thinner and more spreadable than the outer chocolate, ensuring it glues the wafers together without soaking into them and ruining their crispiness. Now comes the most mesmerizing moment of all the enrobing process, where those crisp wafers are lovingly draped in a silky curtain of chocolate. The bars glide down the conveyor belt and pass under a flowing waterfall of liquid chocolate. Each layer is precisely applied, 3 coatings total, ensuring every inch is covered with that trademark glossy finish. The final wafer layer is placed on top, sealing in the chocolatey goodness like a cherry on a sundae. With machine-like precision, the bars are then passed through a series of sharp blades that slice them into perfectly uniform portions. In a matter of seconds, the recognizable KitKat shape is born. The bars aren't finished just yet. Before they can be wrapped, sealed, and sent to stores worldwide, they must pass through another series of inspections. Any bar with air bubbles, cracks, or misshapen edges is removed. But again, nothing goes to waste. These bars are ground down and fed back into the chocolate filling mix, part of an efficient zero-waste strategy. The flawless bars are then passed through the packaging line. Robotic arms swiftly wrap each bar in foil, followed by the red and silver label that's known across the globe. Incredibly, over 200,000 bars can be wrapped per hour on just one production line each day. Nearly 8 million KitKat bars roll out of this single factory, headed to warehouses around the world. Trucks loaded with these chocolate delights travel to countries near and far, ensuring that when you reach for that familiar red package at your local store, it's fresh, flawless, and ready to deliver that perfect break time moment. And let's not forget the genius marketing slogan that helped turn KitKat into a cultural icon. Have a break, have a KitKat. Simple, powerful, and universally understood. It first hit the airwaves in 1958 and has stuck ever since. More than just a tagline, it's a psychological trigger, a reminder to pause, breathe, and reward yourself with a small moment of joy. It's not just about eating chocolate. It's about stepping away from stress and embracing a tiny slice of pleasure. The slogan has not only shaped KitKat's identity, but also embedded itself into pop culture, making it one of the most effective advertising lines in history. So next time you unwrap a KitKat, take a moment to appreciate the story behind it. From sun-soaked cocoa farms and the roar of industrial mixers to high-speed packaging lines and clever marketing magic, each bar carries within it a tale of precision, care, and sweetness. It's more than just a snack, it's a global phenomenon crafted by thousands of skilled hands and brilliant minds. If this behind-the-scenes journey left you craving more, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. We've got plenty more delicious secrets to reveal from the world of food production. Until next time, have a break, and maybe, just maybe, have another KitKat.